got audio now.
Done.
Let's see
Hold
here.
on, everybody. Yep, we're good. Now we're good. So that was our mime session.
Okay. Sound issues. Thanks, Kurt.
Sound issues, no sound. Still 3 people watching. Those are soldiers, damn it. Well, whoever the other soldier is, thank you.
I think Kirby is one of them.
Thank you, Kirby. You the man.
Okay. So fuck it. Let's go back. Since I didn't hear it, I'll tell them again. Fuck it. I remember. My homeboy Tackett. Oh, I'm getting feedback. Oh shit, that's me. That's what it is.
That's why you getting. Come on, man.
That's me. I'm professional. I'm sorry, guys. My homeboy Tackett just recently come back from Japan and was talking about how different the cultures is. He's actually really, really worried about how his old lady's gonna adjust to American culture because their culture is like that the whole passive, oh I'm sorry, I'm out of your way kind of thing, and
Yeah.
and that's doormat culture for American culture. You know what I mean? Like the issue he told me they were having there, and like the police would be called for is for women like being on the subway or some shit, and guys just getting close to them. They would literally like sit closely and like they're like pervy shit. They would just like rub up on a lady right there, and like that was an offense, a thing, and the lady would just not be like, "Hey, get the fuck off me," because of the culture. I mean, like, cuss that motherfucker out.
Or punch him or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Stab him in his dick.
You got a chopstick? Chopstick is there. Boom, bitch.
Pull that thing out of his hair.
You put a chopstick in his thigh, I promise you he'll leave.
Have you seen those dudes that throw chopstick through, like, baking pans and shit like that? Like frying pans? Throw a chopstick. Right through that motherfucker.
Are they real chopsticks, though? Like, legit chopsticks?
I think they're metal.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought real chopsticks were like wood.
I don't know.
But even so, like
throwing it through the damn thing.
You can stab a chopstick in the thigh in a little bit, like right there, in the quad. Yeah, I don't care how you stab me in the leg with a chopstick. I ain't wanna fight no more. I'm done. I'm sorry for whatever I did to you.
I'm not messing with you.
Oh shit! I got a stick in my thigh. I got a fucking what do you call it? A splinter that thick in my thigh. I'm done. Baby splinters put me out. I had a splinter in my ass one time when I was playing football because I slid on the bench. Out for 2 weeks.
I'm done.
I can't play. But yeah, like compared to us, it's doormat culture, bro. I don't know. I got a buddy in the Air Force. He's over there now on deployment. He's in Japan, enjoying it, bro. He was like, bro, the cities is so clean. So, like, everybody's saying, like, the guys who are over there, everybody's saying that everything is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, everything, this is better, the people are better, that is better, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, bro, it's like, I guess the grass is always greener.
On the other side?
Yeah. I think it's the grass is greener thing. Because, but then again, you're talking to a guy who ain't never been over there. Yeah. You know what I mean? I have a biased opinion. I'm fucking hardcore American. And I love America. I'm fucking pro-America.
Well, maybe that's why people like it so much. Because like you said, offending people the whole key is not to offend anybody.
Right.
That's a culture. Here, people don't give a fuck. So especially with like a nice person that tries really not to offend nobody and moves there. And then it'd be like, fuck, the people are great. Everybody's polite. You know, it's easy to get around. There's no bullying. There's no jerks. You don't have to worry about that type of stuff. Yeah. You know, everybody's just nice, and that's why they're like, that's why I love it there, because it's their haven, because that's the type of person that they are.
You got a point. That's a good point.
I mean, maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Either that, or like you said, the grass is greener on the other side.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but like if you come from here to there with an Americanized attitude, you walk all over everybody, bro.
Yeah. Well, describe Americanized.
Describe Americanized?
Yeah, because you're a nice guy. You try to not to bump into people and be a dickhead and shit like that.
Right. But like if I'm there and like something weird happens like the whole, you know, I'm casting right now. I'm not going to answer. I'm casting. I'm sorry. I'm getting in trouble right now, my little cousin. But sorry, Shy, I love you. If I'm there and like some weird shit happens, like some guys like spreading, or you know, Superman spreading, or some guys like rubbing up on some chick, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be the guy standing stiff, just this guy's on. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, yeah, but you're not gonna be a dick. You're gonna be doing the right thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but then again,
I mean, fuck, you seen some little dude dressed like he's in Reservoir Dogs filling up on a chick, and you could obviously see she's not liking it.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, cut that shit out. I don't know how to say it in Japanese, but I do it in Google Translate. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Read that, nigga.
You're looking at him hard like.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, like most of the time, like he said, Ken's a tall guy, but he's not that large.
Yeah.
And he was like, all he would have to do when somebody did it to his old lady, he was like, or he'd say something like, you know, I guess, like, get off my wife or something, get away from my wife or something, like, oh, what are you doing? And they would cower away. You know what I mean? So I don't see myself having to get in any physical confrontation.
Yeah.
Because I'm just I'm physically imposing for a lot of Americans who got attitude.
Yeah.
And I definitely would be physically imposing to these little
unless
Asian
like
people.
A little ninja, and then you're gonna be running around cowering to all of them. Like, dude, don't hit me. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
like
bro.
Like some abused.
But he gonna have to whoop me hard. Yeah, you know, I would.
Little Chinese dude to light you up like a Christmas tree.
I would welcome that. I would welcome that.
Oh, sorry, Japanese fellow.
I'm trying to tell you, I would welcome it. If you can get me, bro, good for you. But I'm gonna go training, and when I come back, it's on. When I see you again, we gotta run it back. I can't get beat up one time and just let it go. We gotta run it back, dog.
Even if you were wrong.
Even if I was wrong, bro, we gotta run it back.
You're one of those.
Yeah, and I'm like, listen, I was wrong, and I do understand. I agree that I was wrong. I was sorry about that, but you beat me up, okay? And I'm trying to save my face, so let's run it back for me. Let's run it back one more again.
Then he lights you up again.
That's it. Yeah, like, bro, if I take 2 L's, I'm like, all right, you got it. You know what I mean? I'll be back in a year or two, but you know what I mean? Yeah. When someone brand new man, oh boy, you're in trouble. You better stay in shape.
Getting up off the damn bus or something, he looks over, he sees you. It's like Family Guy with the chicken and feeder. They're like, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, gotta run it back. Destroy the whole city fighting.
I'll be right back. Crashing through a window.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that whole, but the culture shock gonna be crazy. I'm just saying.
What, for him?
No, I think they're like I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're coming in January, and I really hope and pray that those guys really adjust well, because the culture shock's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know them personally because I've never met them before, but they're my good friends, like family.
Yeah.
And if I can look out for them in any way, I'm gonna try.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, out somewhere and I see him like, hey, what's up, lady? You know what I mean? What's up, kid? You know what I mean? It might mess with him like, yo, man, you they ain't from here, cut that shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
don't be a dick, dude.
Yeah, don't be a dick, bro. You know what I'm saying? The world's already displaying America as dickish. Don't be a confirmation bias.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Yeah. I don't know, man. All you can do is just hope.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy. Now, I know it was easy for him to go over there because, he's an adjustable guy. And smart dude. Matter of fact, I think he got over there was learning to speak Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, adjustable guy, pretty tall dude, ex-Marine, so he can take care of himself.
Yeah.
All that shit. So, him going over there was like no big. I'm like, yo, man, you fucking enjoy yourself. I was under the impression that he wasn't going to come back unless to visit. Circumstances happened where he come back permanently. But I was just like, oh,
did he catch like a job here or something like that, or?
He had a job up there that was great, and then the job situation is so weird. I would love to have him on and have him explain it to you.
Let's have him on.
I would, yeah. I don't. Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's see if we can get him in here.
That way he can give you all the stuff. I'm just going here say shit right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you're third person in it.
Yeah. It was some crazy shit, and even the mechanics behind what happened. Mm-hmm. It's just so Japanese. it's behind what happened. Like the shit behind what happened was so Japanese that I was like, that's a thing. Like.
He's like, yeah.
If something happened at a job, like from what I heard, you know what I'm saying, he'll be here. We'll get him to clarify. From what I heard, like if something happens to your job and you lose it, right? So you lose your job at somewhere Japanese company 6,000, right? And instead of being like, oh, I lost my job or such and such, they'll be like, oh, it was a great job. Circumstances just happened. It was very difficult. I couldn't adjust, but the company's wonderful. The company's awesome.
Yeah, they can't disrespect that.
Exactly. It's all an honor.
Yeah.
And, like, if you dishonor a honorable company, you'll dishonor your family. Oh. Your whole family. And niggas will disown you and all that shit.
Like,
yeah, we don't know him, such and such. But, like, it's totally okay for somebody to, like, go to work in a 3-piece business suit and be drunk on the sidewalk. On the ground. Or in the subway. Sleep. Drunk. They get off work. Oh, I worked so hard. Go get fucking hammered. Subway. Gone. And that's normal.
Damn.
That's normal as fuck. Like, I tell them, bro, I'm 33. I grew up in the hood. I've seen one dude sleep in public. Ever. He was like, man, I was over there. I only seen like 4. I'm like, bro, you was there 2 years. You saw 4 times as many I seen in 33.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Motherfuckers just drunk, laying on. I couldn't be that guy.
You're just like, looks like time for a nap.
Yeah. You just got fucking hammered and you laying there. It's fucking crazy. And the suicide rate is out of control up there.
Oh, yeah. Don't they have a mountain that they go to?
There's a mountain. Who was that dude? Who's that real famous YouTuber? The YouTuber guy. He's like number 1 or number 2 in the whole world.
Yeah, and he took everybody to that park and.
That's the woods, the suicide woods they call it. And he fucked around and found a body.
Yeah, and put it online.
And
lost his entire career.
No, he's still going.
Barely. Bro, a lot of people, he had so much hate for that shit.
Yeah, but like he apologized.
Everybody.
But you gotta think about it though. Like his whole life is what they call it, vlogging. They call it vlogging, right? So his whole life is a vlog. Yeah. Everything he sees, he shares with his viewers. Yeah. And although people got hate for it, that's his number 1 video.
Yeah, but it's very disrespectful towards the culture, and that's where all the flat or
all the flack.
Yeah, all the back talk came from.
Yeah.
So he should have known not to do it. It's kind of like it wasn't necessarily he's just doing what he normally does. It's he's trying to take things too far. Like you shouldn't be disrespecting an entire country because
Logan Paul is his name.
Yeah, because you want to get a bunch of views on YouTube.
I only know his name because of that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know. He caught so much shit for that, but like, yeah, it was a disrespectful move. Yeah. But bro, it worked. I wouldn't. If you'd have asked me before that happened who that guy was, I wouldn't have had no idea. Yeah. Even though he's number 1 guy or number 2 guy on YouTube in YouTube history.
I'd rather just not be that popular.
That's one of the things where they ask you what are you willing to give? How much are you willing to sacrifice of yourself or what did we black out?
Yeah, I got it. Half an hour burned.
Say how much are you willing to give? How much are you willing to sacrifice? To make it or to be famous or do whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that what you willing to do? Like, some people ain't, but some people call it they're paying the price of fame. That's the price of fame.
Well, it is normally known that, or like the thing around being famous, you essentially have to sell your soul to the devil.
Yeah, like they say, nothing is free, and you pay one way or another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what about the person that worked their entire life, worked so hard to get where they're at?
And it never pays off?
Well, is that, no, I'm saying, and they do make it. Would all the hard work and everything they did before the fact be you're paying for what you got? Or is it going to be the latter in the end anyways?
It's one of them things to where I believe that anybody who is like truly like super big successful did that. Yeah. And people who kept their integrity, like only that they could get a certain level, but if you're satisfied with that and that's your level, more power to you. Yeah. But if you want to be superstardom, it takes a sacrifice that other people usually not willing to give. That's why people consider, a lot of celebrities so crazy. It's like Dave Chappelle said. It's he not dealing with the Hollywood is not dealing with weak-minded people. They're not dealing with weak people. They're dealing with some of the strongest people in the world mentally. Yeah. But the environment is so fucked up that it breaks strong people.
Damn. Well, Chappelle did it right. He didn't sell out. They said, we're going to do this. He said, no, we're not. Walked away from a $50 million.
$50 million!
Yeah, walked away from it. No, we're not. Now he's more popular than he's ever been, and he's popular for himself and the hard work he did and didn't sell out. Yeah. So I guess that's the other side of it, that if you don't become a sellout and you do stay true to yourself, that you could be both successful and satisfied.
I would say Chappelle is an anomaly because he's so fucking great at what they call dodging lasers. You know what I mean, bro? I never seen somebody break dance through so many lasers. I'm telling you, man.
Not Chappelle, even break dance, just two-step through. Just like you
hit Chappelle shit, can dodge lasers. Yeah. You know that? What was that? Sticks and Stones. The shit he just came out on Netflix. Super controversial. He was like, I'm not gonna talk about the gay community because I know there's a lot of gay men here with their wives. And I was like, oh, bro. And if you go on my Facebook page, I was recording that like with my phone while I was watching it on Netflix. And I paused it right after he said, like a still shot of this Dave Chappelle's back and the crowd there, and you could see so many angry people. Go to my page and look at it.
And they're like,
I said, there's an angry motherfucker that, bro, it was so all over their face. It was involuntary. He was sitting there holding, you know what I'm saying, got his arm around a lovely young lady. Mad as hell. All of them was with women.
Fuck it.
Mad as hell. I said, God.
Hey, everybody gets mad.
That's fucking crazy though.
Yeah.
But like, if you like that, why wouldn't you tell your partner? Some people is down with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but some people have just been raised, because you got to understand that most of the older or middle-aged married couples now are the people that grew up where if someone was gay and you'd be like, what up, fag?
Yeah.
That'd be perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be, but
it was
nowadays,
the era. It was the era. I know,
And so that still sits on them. Their dad, you ain't no fucking faggot. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. So they don't say
well, nothing. I guess that's why it was so hard for the people to come out. But still, but when the times change like they have now, two things. Like one thing, like you can't take old ideology and put a current scope on it. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody said something like way back in the day about this, at the time, when the time said it was acceptable, you can't hold them accountable with the new times. You know what I mean? They did that to Kevin Hart.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
No, that's different.
Why?
It's like you not teach an old dog new tricks. You can't hold an old dog accountable for his old tricks.
So yeah, exactly. So you can't teach him new tricks. You can't make him act as to standard today because he's already learned his acting behavior. He's not going to change it.
No, we talking about
you're not teaching him new tricks as in being socially acceptable or being able to tell your dad, yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah.
And you have to accept it. You know, they don't know that it's okay to do that, so you're not I say, okay, essentially, old dogs, new tricks means the same thing, but it's not a. It doesn't necessarily go
fit.
with.
It don't fit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel what you're saying. But I get the idea when you went with that. But the whole thing, like, I don't know. It was what the fuck was I talking about?
We're just talking, dude.
We went way off.
We're just
what
talking.
the fuck was I talking about?
We don't need a subject. Just keep on going.
I'm trying to figure out where I was to finish my point. But anyway, I totally lost it, bro, with that whole little piece. But yeah, you just can't put like I said, you can't hold old stuff with new accountability.
Yeah.
What's already done,
Kids today that are in their 20s that are starting to take over this United States or this world, so to speak, can't necessarily get mad at a 45-year-old man
for something he said when he was 20.
Exactly. Or a woman or whatever.
Exactly. They're like, oh, this guy's like that. Like, bro, like, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Are you the...
And that was the culture then. You weren't even born, dude.
Exactly. Even if you're 30 like me.
Yeah.
I damn sure ain't the same guy I was when I was 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm 33. 20 years ago, I was 13. If I was a 33-year-old who thought and act and talked like a 13-year-old, I'd be a fucking retard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's 20 years ago. And when I turn 53 in 20 years...
You're going to be talking like you did when you were 30.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. So how you going to get mad at such and such for saying something in 95?
Well, but see, if you say something like that, the worst thing that these people did... I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to...
Go ahead, you good.
If you say something like that 20 years ago, the worst thing that these people did was apologize for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the ones that just own the shit, like, yeah, fucking did it. I'm not apologizing for shit. I mean, that's just the way things were at that time, and that's the person I was. And now I'm different. Exactly, and that's exactly what they should have said instead of saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like, you fucking like you can fuck yourself. But the only people that shit's coming out on are people that are famous, that have sponsors, that have all this stuff going for them and all their income.
Even if you're a sponsor, bro, how you gonna like this guy's hot, so that's why you sponsor him. He's hot.
Yeah.
And so since he's hot, you use your sponsorship. And if you're going to go on and say that somebody found something he said 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to go ahead and drop my sponsor. You never should have sponsored that dude in the first place. You should have done your research. Yeah. Shame on your $1 billion company for not researching this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now he said something, somebody found some shit he said 20 years ago. And then all of a sudden, oh, we can't sponsor him no more. You sponsored him yesterday. Yeah, and he had said, and when you were sponsoring him, he had already said the same shit that he had already said 20 years ago. That's old people's baggage.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit is crazy, bro.
No sound.
They call it cancel culture.
John Kirby to ETP karaoke night?
I gotta work tonight. No karaoke for me.
No, I don't know. Talk about it later, but I don't know. So we're at episode 50, bro.
Fucking 5-0.
And we're not talking like we did when we were 20 episodes ago.
Nah. Yeah, exactly. So
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't take us for episode 17. Last time we thought it was 50. It was actually 49.
Yeah, because 48 never existed.
So
because you and I did 2 49s.
Did we?
Yeah, because remember we were talking about aliens and stuff, and then we did a rehash for it.
Oh, okay.
And that was episode 49 and 49 and a half.
So this is 50.
This is 50.
I'm sorry, Kirby, man. I thought you was on episode 50. I ain't gonna lie, we turned up for that episode, too.
Yeah.
The music was great.
It was fun.
It was so fun.
Now we're doing episode 50 by ourselves, and you're half sick.
Yeah. Episode 50. Yeah. I got a sinus infection. I hope you get some lights off for this microphone when I get done.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I ain't want to get better and come back to the microphone and get sick again.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll sterilize it when you get out of here. Just trying to keep things going.
Hell, goddamn. But back to the culture shit, though. I'm like him going over there, and Jay Little being over there, which is my other friend who's Air Force. Yeah, got one Marine guy and one Air Force guy. That's why I support the military so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, those guys being over there and giving me so much of their perspective. It's two different guys, two different types of personalities. One white dude, one black dude. Totally different types of personalities, both of them.
Yeah.
And I'm getting so much feedback, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm a lot biased. I still think we better. I'm so biased because I guess because I'm here and I've picked a team. You know what I mean?
Well, you're America.
America.
Fuck America.
I love everything. Well, okay. I'm going to say I love the majority of things about where I live. You know, everything has room for improvement. Everything. So America's not an exception. Has room for improvement. But like all in all, man, I enjoy.
I'm pretty good. We're America.
I really enjoy my freedoms, man. I enjoy my guns. I enjoy my hunting. I've enjoyed my freedom of speech and just being able to do what I want and just knowing that at any point in time, like out of nowhere, that if something major happened or if I mess around to do something major, I could go from being like a working class guy to a rich guy because capitalism works.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, socialists. I'm not exactly. Don't throw me in the conservative bunch because, you know, we already talked about this. Conservative views and liberal views. But capitalism works, bro.
Yeah.
That's, like, there's no other form of government or form of anything that's produced any more rags to riches stories than anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's why we're the land of opportunity. That's why.
Absolutely, because if you see an opportunity, you have the means to do it, especially nowadays.
Exactly.
Because of the internet and stuff like that. You don't even have to be anybody. Nobody even has to know you. All you have to do is do one thing cool to get people to pay attention to you.
Exactly.
And you do that, and it's off to the races. Let's see where you can go with this. Be a celebrity overnight, literally.
Fucking market it, or if it's something that you think you do better than other people.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My barber, best barber in town. Ty Allison.
Okay.
Sunset Barbershop. Ty Linda. Yeah, it's a woman. She cut my hair all the time. Man, I'm about to go see her. Listen, next week, I'm going to get the haircut and let you see it. She bad.
She's fly.
I'll put her against anybody. Anybody.
Hell yeah.
Anybody. She'll cut them under the table, dog. Real talk.
So do you get like the tribal on the side, stuff like that?
Anything, bro. Anything you want, she can do it, bro. Like, you know, I got the mohawk, and sometimes I put designs in my mohawk. Mm-hmm. Like, I went to my cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the top tier, most beautiful wedding I've ever seen in my life.
Nice.
My cousin Sherry, because that's the bar for me. When I go to weddings,
yeah, I
compare it to that one. It's just like, oh, it was dope, but you know
yeah.
It went like hers. But I had this 3-piece suit. It was black on black with a teal green tie and a little breast. What they call that thing they put in the little handkerchief thingy? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know
in
what
the
you're
pocket.
talking about.
Yeah, that black shoes and everything. And my wife had the same color dress on as that teal.
Yeah.
That I had on. You know what I'm saying? So we in there kicking it, fresh, in there flexing on them. And my shoes got this checkered print on them. Mm-hmm. It's all black, but like the way it's stitched, it's got this checkered print on it where it's like little diamonds all over the whole front of the shoe. Yeah. Can you believe that this lady cut diamonds in the sides of both my hair? Boy, I'm trying to tell you, it matched my shoes, bro. My hair matched my shoes. I was so fly. You couldn't tell me shit.
Nice. Walking in there like a cold ass pimp with a hot ass lamp.
Bro, ain't gonna lie, bro. I glided in the building. I just glid.
Dun, dun, dun,
is that even a word? Glid? I just glid in the building and shit. Goddamn, bitch, I'm here. Goddamn, look at me. Nice. Your boy look good.
You look good, boy.
You look good. Your boy look good. Shout out to Linda, man. Sunset Barbershop. Check them out, bro.
Shout out to Linda. We're about to go in there and get some tribal.
Go get it, bro. If you get it, I'm telling you, tell her what you want. Be like, this is what I want. Like, if it's real complicated, she'll take this white marker and she'll put it on the side of your head. Like, the design. Take the clippers.
And do her thing.
Then you got them go out just looking good as you want to.
Yeah, I don't think I've been good at travels inside
Like
my
getting
head.
high and tight, bro.
I just like a nice fade. Just give me a nice smooth
She
fade.
get you right. Razor line be on point. Everything.
Hell yeah.
She better than everybody. You know? I'm sorry, listen, I know other barbers. I love y'all, man. Y'all good people and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
I don't got time to sit 4 hours at the barber shop. I got stuff to do.
See, I wait on her.
I can't do that.
I can do it. But I'm sorry, y'all. I know a lot of y'all out there. She better than y'all.
You guys ain't got nothing on them.
I'm sorry. I told her we can do a cutoff. I would love a public cutoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know I'm in the seat right now.
Just line it up. You're like, yo, get
Yeah, I'm in the
this
seat.
out
Might be the subject matter too. We ain't gonna talk about that part. Outclassing them though in every aspect.
That's how you have to do it, baby.
But yeah, like you said, you can get famous doing anything.
Yeah.
And like capitalism, I love it. I love capitalism, even though as long as I can be part of the economic thread. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that dude? What's his name? Who the dude suing Comcast right now over some shit?
I don't know.
What's his name?
Hey Siri, who's suing Comcast?
Okay, I found this on the web for who's suing Comcast. Check it out.
What's his name?
Racial bias against Comcast gets early support. I don't know. It didn't say.
Well, whoever he is, he's suing Comcast because Comcast was like, yo, man, we trying to be part of the financial fabric, you know what I'm saying, of what they could consider America. And apparently Comcast like spends billions and billions and billions of dollars on supporting cable networks.
Yeah.
To make sure they stay open and they need this or whatever. So they're throwing out billions, but when it comes to black owned stuff, they don't do it. It's like 0%, literally 0%.
Damn.
I'll say
just don't support him at all.
You know, he was just like, yo, so you know what I'm saying? What's up with this? Let's get some support so we can get some legs behind it.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, you gotta understand that.
We don't do that.
That's how I imagine Comcast talks. Yeah, you gotta understand that. You just don't do it like that.
You're
billionaire talking, you know, loopholes.
trying to be nice, throwing a million different ways of calling a person black.
Yeah, exactly. Man, you're not black. You guys are chocolate, brown.
We just don't know. We're more of a vanilla company,
Yeah,
just to say.
alternative people. Jesus Christ, bro.
Just spit it out, Comcast.
Spit it out, Comcast. Fucking pussies.
There's something to say it, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that shit going hard right now. Shit trending on Twitter. Man, I wish you watch anime. I really do. Because I saw somebody put some shit up today. There was a mad debate. If I had another anime head in here, it would be some verbal combat going on right now.
I'm so glad Kirby's not here.
Oh, God, I wish Kirby
honest
was
with you.
there. Kirby, bro, this is for you.
No, we're not doing this. We're not
Kirby, this is
doing
for
this,
you.
Anthony.
Yeah, 5 Kage versus the 7 Uchiha.
All right, you guys talk about it. I'm going to get a drink.
Kirby said people need to quit apologizing.
Oh, yeah, he is. There you go. There you go. You guys have your discussion.
Kirby said,
Once again, I give my podcast up to Kirby.
he's not even here. Kirby said people need to quit apologizing for their opinions. Right or wrong, live with it, and everyone else needs to learn that their opinions can change over time. Well, I agree with that, Cone, like wholeheartedly, man. Like I said, like we already talked about, you can't hold a guy accountable for something he said 20 years ago, even 5 years ago, because every couple of years we become different people. Like if we didn't change, then the same old tricks that worked on you could work on you again. Like, remember you was a kid and your mom or your dad or your parents would be like, you know, get you the go away jack, come back jack little thing with the piece of paper on your finger. You know what I mean? Go away, Jack. Come back, Jack. You know, they just pretty much switch fingers, and that's it. And you're like, oh man, they just magically made it disappear. Now, if you could be surprised by that, like on a consistent basis, you didn't learn anything. People live and learn. Well, a lot of people just living, but the majority of people just they live and learn. So if you're living and learning, then when I learn something new, or I learn something life changing enough to change my perspective, I shouldn't have to apologize for what my old perspective was because the life changing aspect haven't happened yet. So if something life changing changed my perception of the world, or life experience changed who I am or who I was at the moment, then who I was at that moment before that life changing experience becomes irrelevant because I'm not that person anymore. I'm pretty sure that when you go from childhood to adolescent to teenager to adulthood, those are all different aspects of yourself, and you shouldn't have to apologize as a teenager for something you did as a child. You shouldn't have to apologize as an adult for something you did as a teenager. And when you learn something new as a more mature adult, you shouldn't have to apologize for that either. So, you caught the ass into that, man. What you think about that?
Sure.
You just now start paying attention?
Huh? You guys are supposed to be talking about anime.
Nah, Kirby went off the rails on me, man. He ain't talking about
no, Kirby, if we bring you in on the podcast, you talk about the subject at hand. This is the last fucking time I'm going to go over this. The exact opposite of what I said last weekend.
See, you can't judge Tony this week for who the man he's become this week. You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get, you know what I'm saying? Last week Tony was a different Tony.
It sure was.
But yeah, but like, but since we know this and we can say this, like what's the steps we supposed to make to make that happen? I mean, like, we can just bring awareness. Hey, such and such did this 10 years ago. We can't hold them responsible for it now. Just like,
well, depending on what they did.
No matter what, bro.
If they murdered somebody and then it comes out that they murdered somebody 10 years ago, you can kind of hold them accountable for it today.
It depends
or
on
if
the
you find out that
stipulations of a murder, man.
You find out that they've been fucking their adopted child in the ass for the past 10 years.
Okay,
that type of shit could come back on him, and yeah, it's kind of piece of shit.
We're talking about verbal
like
stuff.
Bill Cosby.
We don't talk about this.
I mean, it's the same thing. That's exactly what's coming back. And all the women that he'd done it to over the years finally spoke out.
I still don't think he did none of that, bro. I don't believe these motherfuckers.
It slips a little up the pill.
I don't believe these motherfuckers. Like, bro, I done said this before. I'm going to say it again. This dude at the time was one of the most famous comics, TV.
One of the best comics in the world. All black comics revered him. When he called him, well, like the Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he talked about Bill Cosby calling him saying you shouldn't be doing all the cussing and busting and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And then he was talking to somebody else and the guy goes, did they laugh? Yeah. Well, tell Bill to have a Coke and a smile and go fuck himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby always had to be in control of the black comedians in that era.
So you think it was just a control thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Dude, it said.
But at the time, like I said, he was a really big guy, and he could have had anybody. He literally could have had anybody.
Well, yeah, man. What's the fun in that? If you know you can have anybody, you're going to try to. People want what they can have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe it was just part of the kink.
But you don't think they were down for it?
But no. Not if you woke up and you're being raped.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's just violation.
I find that hard to believe with somebody who can just...
But back in that day, slipping somebody a Mickey was a common thing. Everybody talked about it.
So it was like, was this like nuance? Like it was like a nuance thing?
That was acceptable back in the day. And then come to today's standards, drugging somebody and taking advantage of them. Yeah. But is that one of the things you can't hold people accountable for in the past? Because they did it back when it was acceptable.
Yeah. I believe that falls in the same category. Because if it was acceptable then and Especially like when this case, this is like 20, 30 years ago. Like literally 20, 30 years ago. That's so fucking crazy. It was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna hold somebody for something like accountable and just that? Oh well, they think it's wrong now, but back when I was doing it, it was okay.
It was still wrong, but it was more kind of.
It was so commonplace.
Oh, you got slipped a Mickey, big fucking deal.
It's not as traumatizing for me to go to the police.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna go to the police 30 years later and get. If
you want to get paid.
That's what I think it's about.
Well, he still did it. It's very illegal now, and they know they can get paid for it.
Yeah, but that's once again when you hold him accountable for something that happened.
Let me tell you a story I heard about Bill Cosby, and this is from somebody that used to work at the at some kind of casino or whatever that he was at performing.
Okay.
And he said that it was either he or she. I can't remember where I heard this from. It was like a Joe Rogan experience or Burt Kreischer or something like that. And they said
this
that
is hearsay or someone's hearsay.
No, this is the person was there.
Okay.
And Bill Cosby came in, had all the wait staff and everything like that come watch him eat. Like everybody, all the employees of the casino that were dealing with Bill Cosby before the show, they brought him food.
Okay.
And they watched him eat.
Why?
And then it was his request.
Oh, so he was just flexing on him.
That was just a normal thing.
He was just flexing on him.
And then he'd have somebody tuck him in when he went to bed, and sit there in the room while he slept.
Man, if he was asleep, I didn't know you would die, bitch. I've been gone.
So when it comes to him slipping chicks,
he's
I'm
power tripping.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
going with the whole power tripping thing.
Yeah. So it's like,
oh no, man. I mean, that's all these stories are coming out now because like it was a hot thing back then.
Yeah.
And at the time when it was a hot button issue, all these, oh well, I remember this and oh I remember that. Man, how many of these stories are fucking made up?
But the human memory is so flawed.
Exactly.
They're actually starting to look at in courts and stuff like that. They say within the next 10 years, a personal confession against somebody won't be able to be held. Won't be admissible. Yeah, won't be offensible admissible in a court of law.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
Like if you don't have hard evidence. Well, today you can get hard evidence. It's not hard. There's a camera on every fucking corner.
Right.
There's recordings. Everybody's got a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they record everything that you do.
Yeah.
They can pull up anything that you've ever done that you're
seeing.
Exactly. So I mean, fuck. At that time, they won't need someone to be like, "This is what the fuck he did. Look, there's him fucking doing it."
Yeah, but
or there's that person not doing it.
Yeah, but like, listen, when something catch fire and then something becomes like so popular,
yeah,
like it's people that's looking for their little 5 minutes of fame, and they'll go and say they've seen this or they experienced that, and it's very likely that none of this ever happened. Like honestly,
yeah,
it's really
well,
likely.
like with the Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah.
Everybody believed that
he was molesting kids.
Exactly.
And then Macaulay Culkin was like, "Bro, he was straight as fuck. What are you doing?" And you know what I'm saying? If I was a child molester back in the 90s, like fucking Macaulay Culkin was the holy grail of
yeah. He's actually doing stand-up comedy.
Children to molest. if there is things such as that. But goddamn, I don't know, man. I don't think he did none of that. I don't believe these motherfuckers. Man.
Okay, well, you look at Michael Jackson, and it was by what people said, and they didn't even hold it accountable, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at O.J. Simpson.
O.J. did it, bro.
And there's no witnesses.
Bro.
But everybody says, he
O.J.
killed those people.
Shit,
you know he fucking killed those people.
Listen, my man wrote a book.
But
my man wrote a book saying, if I did it.
Doesn't matter. During time of the trial.
During
time of the trial, everybody's like, he fucking did it.
Yeah.
There's no evidence whatsoever.
Bro, yeah, he did it.
There's no evidence.
I feel what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
But everybody's like, he did it. And then with Michael Jackson, people are like, man, he didn't fuck them kids.
I don't think he fucked no kids, man. You think it was just a level of celebrity that's different, you think?
I don't know.
See, but the thing you said about memories. You ever had something that was like a concrete memory or a concrete memory of yours when you was a kid? Oh, I remember when this. Hey, like that. Huh? What's that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's got marshmallows and everything.
Just hit the live button.
Yeah.
LV. On the back. LV.
Got it.
Yep, there it is.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, man.
But you ever had like a concrete memory of yours, or it was just, oh, that's what happened, and that's what I remember, and then someone who's a little older than you was like, no, this is what happened before this happened, and this led up to that, and this, and it just totally fucking
Changed everything.
changes your
lifelong,
your lifelong memory that's yours, and that you believe it's there, and it's just not there.
Yeah.
That's what you like you said about memories being so flawed.
Yeah.
Like that. Like I'm going with that too. All of a sudden, Bill Cosby's in prison, and he did this and did that, and all these women come up. Oh, I vividly remember this and this small minute detail, and he said this and I said that, and I don't remember shit, bitch.
Yeah.
You probably don't remember half this shit.
Yeah.
Especially if you were fucking drugged, like you said.
Yeah. Or on drugs, and then she ended up blowing him, and then
You know what I'm saying?
she passed out, and then she got fucked. Oh, then she went blackout drunk because
You was drunk,
You
you was
get
on
perked?
pills, then you perked up with cocaine, you took some XO to feel a lot better. Bitch, how the fuck you remember anything?
yeah, exactly.
Yet the nigga sitting in prison right now.
Either that, or he had proof that nobody ever found out about.
Either way, it's possible. I'm just saying, in the court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Yep.
But I feel
But
like
not in this society that we live in today.
exactly on paper you're innocent until proven guilty, but it seems like in actuality you must prove your innocence as opposed to the latter. Like what's that? Oh, he's guilty. Oh, he's guilty. Oh, well, this came out to exonerate him. Oh, okay, I guess he's not guilty. No, it's supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah.
He's not guilty. He's not guilty. Prove to me that he's guilty. See, that's why
It's kind of a catch-22.
Hey, yeah, that's why they don't goddamn call me for jury. They ain't never did jury duty in my life. They know. they won't let me do that shit. You gonna have to show me a bunch of evidence, irrefutable evidence, with very little, with reasonable doubt. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If it's reasonable doubt, I'm gonna exonerate the guy.
Yeah.
If I can think, well, this makes sense to me. He said this. It makes sense. He has evidence to go along with this, and it don't seem like a lie. If it's reasonable doubt in any way, I gotta exonerate the guy. That's the law.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? As far as I understand it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I mean, you a lawyer by all means. So somebody tag Mike Lassiter. He the one told me that shit. Goddamn, call me $6,000, but ain't got no felonies.
Yeah. I don't know. There's certain areas where that philosophy would work, and then there's certain areas that do you really want to be like, I can't really be proven that he did it, but fuck, dude, if he did do it and I'm wrong about this, then he could do it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like a child molester.
I feel what you're saying.
Or something like that.
I feel what you're saying.
Like,
I feel what you're saying.
do you just err on the side of caution, or do you go,
I stick with the law.
I'll
It's
give
there.
him...
I stick
well,
with the law.
You stick with the law. Can
Yeah.
say there's part of you that says could have done it,
Yeah.
but then there's part of you that says,
If there's enough reasonable doubt for me to actually have that second thought, like, well, he really could have known what's calling. This evidence not really run consistent.
Or what if it's just because he's a nice guy and you like him, but he really did do it and you got it over on you?
No, no,
Just his attitude.
I'm an evidence guy.
And then that's what made you question yourself. Because what if there's no evidence?
If there's no evidence,
What if it's just people saying, "Hey, this is what happened"?
I gotta exonerate. I'm sorry, no matter what it is. Like, there should never be a conviction with zero evidence. Anyway,
Well,
if
it's
you
supposed
got
to be 100%.
No, not even 100%. Yeah, you're right. It's supposed to be 100%. Like, but there's even like a 10% doubt. It's your job as a juror to exonerate.
Yep.
That's what you're supposed to do. Beyond reasonable doubt. So, you know what I'm saying? If it's 50-50, you got to exonerate. I need that 51. My reasonable doubt down to 49%. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
That shit is crazy. But yeah, the whole guilty until proven innocent thing, I'm not really liking it. And that's why we have. But you know how many overturned convictions we having right now because of DNA stuff and just all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Overturned convictions.
And you know how many people are going to jail now for it?
Yeah, you know how many people getting out?
Yeah,
because they
exactly.
just.
And the state has to pay them buttloads of money.
Yeah, because they could have spent their whole life being members of the society, whether they've been working. I don't care if you made $10 an hour. If I made $10 an hour for like 280 hours a week, that's 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
I mean, 280 hours a year for 10 years of my life. You fucking, I would have.
Oh,
had
dude,
that
it's
money.
better than that. If you're wrongly convicted and like say you're wrongly convicted in some states out west, and you spend 1 day in jail, or they have to pay you $1,400 a day for every day that you spent in jail.
Good.
And that's mandatory.
That's dope.
That's mandatory, and you could sue them for more. $1,400 a day.
Damn.
Let me find out I was wrongly convicted. You know what I'm saying?
Whoever can pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like, it's kind of only fair because, one, you took away this guy's life. Most of the time when people in jail or prison for long stints of time, they lose contact with family. They could have been, like, engaged.
Yeah.
And then if you engaged the woman who you thought was the woman of your life, the love of your life, or whatever, and you missed 20 years with the chick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now she's going on or whatever. That could have been your life.
Yep.
You could
have kids.
You took so much.
Or if you
from
have
that
a
person.
kid and then you get
They
wrongly
grew up.
convicted and put in jail, they grew up and you missed your child's upbringing, the most sacred thing to any human on this planet.
Exactly. So like you miss so much, and even though people get compensated financially, like you really can't compensate time. Time is the most valuable commodity on the planet.
And as of right now, once it's gone, it's gone.
Exactly. Every second. Time is the most valuable commodity on the planet.
Exactly.
Which is why we all get paid by the hour. Such and such pieces of your time. I'll give you this much money.
An hour of your life.
For this much of your life while you do this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you get paid per hour. Well, that's why regular employees get paid per hour, because we're taking parts of their life where they could be doing something else.
Yeah, exactly. And when somebody has a career, they don't get paid by the hour. They make money for the life that they're living.
Yeah,
because their career is
big
part
time
of their
like that.
life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is what your life was worth this year.
The only bad thing I say about that is complete codependency on society. I ain't gonna say it's bad, but that's a problem I personally have with it.
But that's just life, though.
Exactly.
I mean, because society's codependent one way or another, whether money existed or not.
Right.
It's, you can't do everything by yourself.
But
I don't know how to make a cell phone.
With my personal personality, like psychologically, I'm pretty psychologically independent.
Yeah.
So I see myself as a independent type of person, but in actuality, I believe I'm really, or we all are, so codependent.
Well, we're a team.
Yeah.
We're a big team. You can look at it as codependency, or you can look at it as we're a team, because there's people that make cell phones, people that make computers, people that make microphones. And if it wasn't for those people in our team, we wouldn't be able to be sitting here doing this right now.
Facts.
There's people that made the websites. There's people that made it possible for this to be streaming to millions of people all over the world, to the rest of our team.
Thank you, Zuckerberg.
You get what I'm saying? And so that, there's people in our team, the people that drive the cars. I don't know how to make a car.
Yeah.
Do you know how to make a car?
No, I don't know how to
But
make
there's
from
people
scratch.
that are in our team that know how to make cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And like you make, what were you saying that you cook? Like
From scratch, I can make an AR-15.
No, you're the best cook ever. What was it? It
What?
was like you cook like fried chicken or something like that, or maybe it was pork chops.
Ribs.
Ribs.
Oh yeah.
You say you cook the best ribs ever, and you know what? Nobody else could enjoy those if you weren't part of their team.
Facts.
So
Hard facts.
it's kind of just everything just kind of flows, and then when it comes to a knock, and it is when a part of the team goes, "Oh, I don't do any of this for any of you guys, but you still have to do the stuff for me."
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. I know what you're saying.
And then that's when it comes to the social construct part of that person is just a total codependent. Not part of the team. It's just a codependent on everybody else, on society, to build their fun.
Are you doing this? And yeah, I need that from you, and need that from you, and I have nothing to give in return. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not contributing whatsoever. I'm just making money.
Crazy.
And those are the fuckheads in this world. People that aren't part of the team.
Yeah. Most of the time we pay them taxes.
And I say world.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Most of the time we pay them taxes. God, I mean, you know what? Well, who was I talking to about taxation being theft? Who was I talking to? Was it Kirby? Yeah, it probably was Kirby.
Yeah, but also taxation pays for our roads and pays for our lighting, pays for our police department, pays for our fire department, pays for our ambulances.
See, that stuff I'm cool with. But the whole, Congress turns down something like a funding for hospitals and funding for stuff that's important to give themselves a raise. You know what I mean?
To give yearly bonuses or something like that.
Yeah, we want to give ourselves, an extra $20 million this year. Like, bro, like, why? Why do you get an extra $20 million in goddamn this network though, or this organization I care about, saving animals or saving children?
Exactly. And St. Jude doesn't get an extra $20 million.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Give that to St. Jude. Give that to St. Jude. St. Jude's saving children every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? St. Jude is quite literally a life-saving country.
Yeah.
I mean, company. I'm sorry. Company.
And that, and what's the one that helps the troops?
Wounded Warrior.
Yeah, Wounded Warrior program.
Wounded Warrior, St. Jude's, the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah.
Personally saved a good friend of mine.
Nice.
He was hit by a car. He was a young kid hit by a car. Major brain damage. They kept him and his family in the Ronald McDonald. They didn't have to pay no rent, no lights, no nothing. They had to pay none of the medical bills. This kid was on death's doorstep, having to learn to walk again. Mm-hmm. The whole nine. Saved his whole life for free.
That's dope.
And now he out working, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to graduate this year.
Nice.
Graduating high school this year. And that shit is crazy. I mean, like, if you're going to, you know what I'm saying, don't give yourself $20 million a year. Give, yes, it is, Kirby. Taxation is theft.
John, you're not on this episode.
I fucking love this guy.
I love you, buddy.
Give it to St. Jude's. Give it to the Ronald McDonald House. Give it to the Wounded Warrior Project.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The ones that's actually helping people and giving a leg up to those, one, who fought for us, and two, the future, the sickly. And we always gotta help the sick and the injured. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And most importantly, the St. Jude's, the children. Give it to the kids, man.
Yeah.
That's the future of the nation.
Yeah, that's your future. That's the people that are going to be taking care
Our
of you.
future. When we can't move and get around, the niggas got to take care of us.
You had cancer? I got cancer now. Fucking help me over here.
Yeah. Oh, man, you nursing now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go from this bed to that chair. Come here, young man. When I was this age, that young man was a child.
Yeah, exactly.
Who needed to get taken care of and make sure he was straight. You know what I'm saying? Give me that, man.
And I want an extra piece of cake with dinner.
You see that video of that old man asking that nurse to suck his dick? Bro, he was just sitting there. She's like, "Can I get anything else for you?" He's like, "Hey, you want to suck my dick?" She's like, no, that's rude to ask me. He was like, anything else? He said, "Yeah, you want something dick? I ain't want nothing from you." He was mad. That old guy was crazy. He was legit in the nursing home, just standing there asking for some head. I ain't gonna be mad at him, man. It's probably gonna be me.
Still pinching ass at 80, like, fuck it. By that time, they'll have hover carts and shit like that. You just be floating around. Boop. Boop.
Oh man. Yeah, the future's like limitless. Did you see that thing? That guy built the what was it? Some German guy or Turkish guy. I think it was a Turkish guy. If I'm wrong, just find it. It's a guy. He built like a jetpack.
Yeah.
Or a hoverboard, and it was so fucking advanced that they had like military helicopters, and he was displaying it for them.
Mm-hmm.
He was on it, and he just like went from the ground and was like, and he was flying up there with the fucking helicopter, bro.
Damn.
It was some crazy shit. Somebody showed it to me, and I was like, "Is that authentic?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, that's everything." I was like, "Yeah, bro. In this day and age of excellent CGI, you gotta ask."
Well, they have jetpacks for sale now.
No, I'm talking about a hoverboard. Dude was on something about the size of a skateboard. And
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But have you seen those damn jetpacks that they have?
Is they like compact or they like stupid bulky?
No, they're the size of a backpack.
Get the fuck out of here. No, really?
Yeah. They're selling them for commercial or people's use.
Why aren't we buying jetpack? What, are they like $20 million?
I don't know. But
Bro,
they showed videos of people flying down the side of the road. Car, they're fucking flying.
Listen, if you're a rapper, I need you to put a jetpack in your video. Like, I just need to know these things really exist.
If you're a rapper?
Yeah, because I watch rap videos. If you're a rapper or an R&B artist, I need you to jetpack yourself into somewhere or in a video and be flying. I need that, okay?
I need this in my life.
I need to see that it's possible and that it's being done.
Sorry, this is the old man status right here.
Oh. Man, boy, popping like goddamn Oval Redenbacher.
Gotta keep it popping. Gotta keep it popping. If you don't pop it, then it gets stiff, and then you start. I can feel like I'll be sitting here like this. Back of my neck right here starts stiffening up right here on top of my shoulders, and it's like it feels like my shoulders are going.
Oh man.
Oh man. See, this is an old man. This is something because I raced four-wheelers since I was a little kid.
Oh, okay.
So I've been in the hospital too many times.
I ain't got too many like injuries like that. I don't know what it is.
Come ride with me. You'll get some.
I didn't. I ain't got one. I ain't got one. I mean.
And every one of them is going to go like this. It'll be a video of you laying on the ground. Are you okay? Yeah. And the thing will start shaking.
You get your ass whooped sometime by like a dirt bike or some shit. You gotta lay there and soak that shit up. It's like the pain is spread out, and you gotta soak it up.
And then, like you said earlier, you hop back on it and run it again.
You gotta run it again, bro. You gotta run it back.
I'm gonna win this one.
Like, God, that hurt, man. I mean, I gotta adjust what I'm doing and give it another fucking shot.
Yeah. You gotta grab it, your wrist broke. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
Had that too. That sucks. Remember one time we were out west of town, out Red Bank Road in Red Bluff, California, doing these old logging trails. And it goes up the side of a mountain.
Damn, just the side of a whole fucking mountain?
Oh, it's like curved like this, and it sways up the side of the mountain.
Sounds scary as fuck.
It's fun. It's only at like a 5-degree slope or something like that.
That ain't too bad.
I mean, it's not like brutal, but they use it to go to the top of the mountain, whatever. Dude, you go up to the top of the mountain, you get to the top, and you can see all of Tehama County. And Tehama County is essentially like, probably stretches from here to Charlotte to Greensboro. Like, it's
you can
big.
see like 60 miles?
Yeah, it's huge. You're up there, dude. And you're looking all over the valley.
Could.
It's dope. Like, you can see the casino, and then you can look up and you see the airport in Redding.
That's crazy.
And, yeah. But anyways, I was coming back down, and I get about 3/4 of the way down. I come into this sharp pin here that shoots like this, and it shoots straight out, and if you keep going straight, you're going off the side of the fucking mountain.
Oh, hell.
So I come in, and I took the corner too hot, and I leaned to pull it out, and then I smacked into the wall, smacked into the mountain. The bike bounced. I came off. I had my hands on the handlebars, my legs went to the left side. Both legs went to the left side. My right ankle got run over with my tire. Swung my hips back up. I landed back on the bike. Finished my ride. Pulled my bike on the trailer. Tossed my keys to my buddies to take me to the hospital. Fucking shattered my damn ankle.
Good God.
No, not shattered. That was I snapped 4 ligaments in my ankle on that one.
Oh, okay.
And then
I figured it'll break your the fibula, like the one
yeah,
behind your ankle.
dislocated my ankle and snapped 4 of my tires. Or
That small bone,
whatever.
you know, right there at the ankle. The femur is like the part that go down to the ankle. That little skinny bone at the back of the foot.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
The fibula. That's fibula, ain't it?
I don't know.
Or tibia. Something. I don't know. You guys know.
But anyways, so I fucked myself up. 2 weeks later was nationals. I literally did nationals with my foot would be in an air brace when I wasn't racing. I take it out of the air brace because the air brace wouldn't fit into my boot. Strap my shit on. Get on my bike.
Oh yeah, you was hard. Hard motherfucker.
I had to. I had sponsors.
Hard motherfucker, man. Hard motherfucker.
You asked me to do that. And now today, I'm suffering all the consequences of, and that was a light one.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, man. I did Muay Thai. Got beat up a lot. No, I guess. I'm just padded enough to soak it all up and keep going. Like kicking a heavy bag. Man, this heavy bag soft. It kicks back.
Imagine sitting there working that motherfucker, just get and he stand back, think grows a leg real quick, goes bang.
Yeah, you sitting there, you kicking a heavy bag, but it's beating your ass. What the fuck is that? This is a human. It's like fighting a heavy bag because he's there.
You get a tattoo of Everlast across your stomach.
Nah. Put it on my chest. Boom, Everlast.
Oh, it's a Muay Thai bag. What?
Boom, my turn. Boom.
Oh, that's a baby heavy bag.
The heavy bag threw a heavy bag at me.
Little weak ass champion heavy bag.
I kicked the heavy bag and it kicked me back.
I think we just made a commercial for Everlast.
Oh man, I want to get that boss system. You see that shit?
Huh?
The boss system, body action system.
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it's like a hit pad thing. It's got like a head, and the main thing they're talking about is, oh, you can uppercut it because it's got a head on it with like a chin.
Yeah.
You uppercut it, and it's got stuff. It looks awesome. The boss
Are
system, boss rooting,
That who's the UFC guy?
boss rooting.
Yeah, Boss Fruit. I thought you said bicep or
No,
something.
boss system, BAS.
Yeah, the boss is Boss Fruit. Yeah, I seen that.
That shit look dope.
Yeah.
You know how much the thing cost for the
$400.
whole? $500 if you get all the pieces.
I know, $400 for the base model.
And that's just a stomach and the head.
I'm like, come on, boss.
Come on. He was like, the UFC had the same thing, and that shit was like $1,000. He was like, save $400 on the buy system. I'm like, Jesus
It's the
Christ.
exact same thing, got a different name on it. And it's got an extra kicking leg.
Trying to tell you, but them boys, they'll get you.
Well, but if it's hot, then it's hot, and everybody has one.
Yeah.
Especially because, he sent them out to different celebrities and shit like that for them to promote it.
I bet he sent it to Chuck Norris and he destroyed it.
Guarantee Joe Rogan has one.
Guarantee you Chuck Norris destroyed it.
Probably.
I'm trying to tell you.
How would you think Chuck Norris in his 20s or even early 30s
In his prime?
would do in the UFC?
In all honestly,
All honesty.
nah, not good.
Okay.
Nah, yeah. It's just,
Okay, Chuck Norris in his prime against Boss Fruit in his prime.
Boss Rude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any UFC fighter in their prime against Chuck Norris.
Anyone?
Except for the wrestler dude. And then I'm not talking about Brock. I'm talking about that other fag that tried to come in.
CM Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sam
yeah.
Punk. I think
CM Punk. Yeah, that's his name.
I thought it was Sam Punk.
Oh, he would.
I think Chuck would fuck him up.
Yeah, Chuck would rape him hard.
Yeah.
But like if it's in his weight class, any of the beginner level people, Chuck would probably.
I'm talking UFC.
I mean beginner level UFC people.
Yeah, but usually they don't get in. That's more like Bellator or something like that.
I'm talking about like right before you at the like the lower tier. Oh, you're trying to get in the UFC. You're fighting pretty good. you got to fight this guy to see how you do. You know what I mean?
In the UFC, like a Fight Pass or something like that.
Right. Those guys, like he would fare pretty well, but still lose to some of those guys.
Yeah.
Like being just
because of the fact that he only knows karate.
Right. And the fact that, these guys right here in comparison, just like the NFL, just like the NBA or any other sport.
Yeah, these are the professionals.
These professionals, the professionals back then and the professionals now, these guys are, in comparison, the guys these days are physical freaks.
Yeah.
And just like the guys in 20 years compared to these guys who are making nuances in the field, they'll be physical freaks in comparison to the guys now.
Do you think Texas Ranger would have been the same if it was produced nowadays? Or would Chuck Norris would Chuck Norris be like a George Jones in the show? Where he knew a little bit of everything. He's still kicking people in the head and stuff, but when it went to the ground, he just ties them up into like a tomahawk or something like that.
What?
Or would he still just know karate? Because people
Honestly,
nowadays would watch the show and would be like, dude, I'd kick your fucking ass.
Wait, you talking about Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
Now listen, you can't be a regular dude and beat up Chuck Norris.
No. What I'm saying is, back in the 90s, what was it, late 80s, early 90s, Walker, Texas Ranger came out?
Yeah.
Okay. Just knew karate. People didn't know very much about martial arts or mixed martial arts for that matter.
Right.
Okay, he did karate, kicked people in the head, da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And there was some assholes who would be like, I'd kick his fucking ass, and they definitely wouldn't kick his ass.
Definitely not.
But nowadays, with everything that's going on today in MMA and UFC and all that type of stuff.
Could your average person?
Walker, Texas Ranger, the TV show, comes back out.
Okay.
Do you think Chuck Norris would just know karate, or do you think the person that played Chuck Norris would be like a John Jones, somebody that's pretty roundabout with the jiu-jitsu and the Muay Thai and the kickboxing and karate?
You just answered your own question. You already know.
Well, because of the fact, and that's when I said, because if he just knew karate, people today would look at him like, I could kick his fucking ass.
Right.
And then probably a good chance that they really could kick his fucking ass. Yeah, you got karate.
I doubt it.
If they were a trained MMA, say a blue belt in jiu-jitsu.
I thought we was talking about like regular people.
No. I'm talking
just those cocky assholes who believe they can beat a motherfucker.
I get that.
They ain't trained a day in their life.
But there was nobody back in the 90s that knew enough about karate. Well, there probably was very few.
Right.
But the number of people that can beat somebody up that only knows karate today is by far times 1,000.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's why I think he would be a mixed martial artist as opposed to just a karate guy.
MMA changed the culture of America.
Of fighting.
Did. Yeah, I'm talking about in America. Just like it changed the culture, like period, altogether. Like there's so many dojos opening. There's people who do bullshit, but people are really interested in combat sports now and learning to protect themselves. That the chances of somebody not knowing something is way less.
Yeah.
So, but if you just one of those guys who just like watches and doesn't train, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I ain't kicking that guy's ass, and he just knows karate, or that's some bullshit on TV.
And then he wheel kicks him in the fucking head.
Yeah, like you're not gonna,
shut up, bitch.
You're not gonna see coming the things he is
in Wrangler jeans and Justin boots.
Just karate. You better hope to God he doesn't have Spurs on when he fucking heel kicks the shit out of you.
Catches him. I'm losing an ear. I don't know what's
walk
going on.
down your face, ass. 2 guys tried Chuck Norris recently. He put him in the hospital. He went to the hospital, too. But Chuck Norris, like, at 60-something years old, put 2 guys in the hospital.
Damn.
With him. At 60. 60-year-old man gets jumped by 2 people. They all 3 go to the hospital. Chuck ain't no fucking
Well,
joke,
they went to
dog.
the hospital because they're going to try to sue him.
No, they went to the hospital because they were hurt.
They got beat up.
They got beat up.
And Chuck's like, I'm going to go to the hospital, too.
Chuck caught some shots that hurt him. But still, they went to the hospital. They got ambulance to the hospital. Chuck drove himself.
Damn.
Just so you know, that's real life. That's real life.
Chuck Norris ain't no joke.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be
Chuck
sleeping.
Norris versus Steven Seagal, who would win?
Chuck Norris. Easy.
I agree.
Yeah, Steven Seagal's like most bullshit martial artist there is around.
Well, he's not. He was a legit.
Aikido. That's it.
But back when he learned it, it was a relatively
Relevant.
It was relevant.
Yeah.
Good word. Sorry, I can't never come up with those fucking words.
Oh no, man.
I'm not a smart talking kind of guy.
They just snap out to me, but I be knowing what you mean though.
Well, because you see my face, like you're like that ain't relevant, right there. Fucking relevant. That's what he's trying to say. He doesn't stutter. He clams up, and I just got to finish.
Steven Seagal would definitely get owned by Chuck Norris at any point in time in his whole life, from now to the time he was popular. It doesn't matter.
Even though, what about when he was in his prime? Because Steven Seagal's fucking people up in his prime.
Not in real life.
No, there's videos of him doing Aikido, and he's fucking legit martial artist.
That shit's staged.
Huh?
Aikido is joint manipulation, the whole flipping people over and shit like that.
So
the majority of
size wise and everything, because Chuck Norris is like my size.
Yeah, Chuck Norris beat the goddamn shit out of him. Norris will fucking own him, bro.
We're black again.
You gotta wrap it up. I gotta go to work. You gotta go pick a friend up.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Well, finishing up the con, he just now hit me up. Hey, bro, you gonna pick me up? Finishing up the con podcast now.
Be on the way. But, alright, ladies and gentlemen, episode 50. This episode of the podcast is sponsored by CCS Motorsports for all your on-road and off-road needs.
If you can dream it, we can build it. We as in him. I'm not going to build anything.
He's gonna build something. He'll give moral support or something like that.
I'm like, yeah.
Make fun of me as I'm trying to get up slowly.
Yo, hey, if he's cussing, he's doing good work. Be like, man, he cussed a lot doing your bike. He's going to run fantastic.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.